On a scorching summer day, the world seemed indifferent to the struggles of a small puppy named Teddy. Lost and abandoned, he had fallen into a gutter and found himself trapped, unable to climb out. Covered in mud and exhausted, Teddy's once vibrant energy had faded into a weary stillness. When a compassionate passerby noticed the helpless pup, they wasted no time in taking him to the nearest vet. Teddy's appearance spoke volumes of his ordeal. The first ordeal of business was to give him a much needed bath, washing away the grime and cooling his overheated body. It was evident that the combination of heat stroke and the days without food had left him severely dehydrated and completely drained. Confusion clouded the minds of those witnessing Teddy's condition. How could a puppy end up in such a dire situation? Was he even truly abandoned? As the vet examined him, they discovered that Teddy was not only physically exhausted but also infested with lice. The tiny parasites had relentlessly bitten his delicate skin, leaving behind a trail of abrasions and wounds. Teddy's fragile state called for immediate attention. The vet administered fluids to replenish his body, hoping to revive his strength and vitality. However, progress was slow, and Teddy's condition showed no significant improvement even after a night of care. His temperature continued to drop, and his breathing grew increasingly faint. The most heartbreaking aspect was Teddy's inability to eat on his own. With great concern, his caretaker took matters into their own hands. They fed him by hand, hoping their nourishment would rekindle his appetite and aid in his recovery. It was during these moments that Teddy's teary eyes spoke volume, tears of weariness and desolation, reflecting the depth of his suffering. The road to recovery was long and challenging, but Teddy's caretaker was determined to do everything possible to nurse him back to health. Diluting the food and using a syringe to feed him became a routine, allowing Teddy to gain strength to fight against his ailments. In the quiet and stuffy atmosphere of the veterinary clinic, the caretaker's resolve grew stronger with each passing day. Teddy's frail frame needed to gain weight and build resistance. Despite receiving intravenous fluids and enduring the harsh weather conditions, he faced further complications such as intestinal inflammation and infection. He vomited every time he attempted to eat, causing distress and bewilderment amongst those who cared for him. However, the doctors remained steadfast in their dedication to Teddy's recovery. Amidst the uncertainty and challenges, his caretaker held his hand, offering a comforting presence and the hope of a brighter future. Teddy, an affectionate but shy puppy, gradually began to open up, his eyes cautiously seeking connection. Perhaps he had not experienced much human contact in his early days, but the love and care he received were showing mending his wounded spirit. As the days passed, Teddy's perseverance bore fruit. Gut tests showed promising results, indicating that he could now eat and drink normally. The transformation was remarkable to behold, as Teddy's once emaciated body filled out and his weakened legs grew stronger. The end of Teddy's treatment marked a miraculous turning point in his journey towards recovery. Finally, the day arrived when Teddy and his devoted caretaker would return home together. Though the healing process was not yet complete, they had triumphed over the darkest days. Teddy would still require medication and time to fully heal, but the wounds on his skin began to fade away, revealing a resilient and a beautiful soul beneath. His eyes sparkled with happiness and gratitude, especially when his caretaker presented him with a toy, a symbol of love and a newfound joy. With each passing day, Teddy's coat started to grow back, gradually reclaiming its softness and luster. The scars of Teddy's past were fading, replaced by a newfound radiance that mirrored the resilience of his spirit. As he embraced his second chance at life, Teddy's eyes shone with a renewed sense of wonder and gratitude. At home, Teddy settled into a routine of love and care. His caretaker diligently administered his medications, ensuring that he continued on the path to complete recovery. The wounds on his body continued to heal, leaving behind only faint reminders of his harrowing past. Teddy's transformation became a beacon of hope, inspiring all those who had followed his journey. As weeks turned into months, Teddy's progress exceeded all expectations. He blossomed into a healthy and a vibrant dog, brimming with energy and affection. His playful antics brought joy and laughter to his household, melting away the shadows of his previous suffering. Teddy had found his forever home, a place where he was cherished, protected, and loved unconditionally. The bond between Teddy and his caretaker grew stronger with each passing day. Their shared journey had forged a deep connection, built on a foundation of resilience, compassion, and the unwavering belief in the power of love to heal. Teddy's recovery had become a testament to the strength of human spirit, reminding everyone that even in the face of adversity, miracles could happen. Teddy's story touched the hearts of many who had followed his journey. Countless well-wishers had rallied behind him, offering words of encouragement and support. Teddy's story serves as a reminder that every life, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, holds immeasurable value. It's a testament to the boundless potential for kindness and compassion to change lives, to mend broken spirits, and to nurture hope even in the darkest of times. And so, as Teddy settled into a future filled with love and happiness, he carried with him the echoes of his past, the challenges he had overcome, the tears shed, and the healing that had taken place. But above all, he carried the unyielding belief that no matter how dire the circumstances may seem, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow.